right. It is Sunday night. Hey, man, y'all might be wondering why I got a baseball cap on, because I'm ducking like I'm Diddy. We're going to be watching that Diddy video. Yes, we got two main topics tonight that we're going to talk about here on Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. First main topic tonight that we're going to be discussing is P. Diddy releases his reaction video to the video that took place. They already talked, like I said earlier, he all in the videos, dancing all up in the videos. My man Suge Knight tried to warn him, don't be in them videos like that. He all up in the videos, running down the hall in the videos. He got the towel on in the videos, trying to hold the towel up. Hey, at the end of the day, God already said what's happening in the dark is going to come out to the light. And that also, and so did Katt Williams. And that also goes to part 2 of what we're talking about today's topic. Today's topic is talking about Medellin, Colombia. Usually we see our white brothers get captured for messing around with little kids, or at least underage. Now they done got a brother. They didn't capture him, but they kept his butt from coming into the country because they like, no, you ain't gonna bring that up in here, player. We already saw what you did, your dastardly deeds. In other words, Katt Williams and God is right. Whatever happens in the dark will be brought to the light. 2024, we've been saying this for years, that not all passport bros and passport pookies are created equal. And because we're not created equal, I'm going to put some music on in a second. And because we're not created equal, you're starting to see in 2024, a lot of brothers getting caught up. And I'm not just talking about in the States. I'm going to say that again. In 2024, you're going to see a lot of dudes that claim that they passport bros and all that, or they just down here hanging out. They about to get locked up. I wish I could put it any other way. Y'all going to be ducking like y'all Diddy through Medellin. Then y'all going to think, well, since Medellin didn't let me in, because I know how y'all think. Y'all going to think because Medellin tried to capture me, I'm going to go to Cartagena, or I'm going to try to fly into Bogota airport, because you think that they don't have advanced technology in Colombia. I don't know where you get that one from. And since you don't think Colombia has advanced technology, what's going to happen? Y'all going to keep pushing these envelopes by sleeping around with these underagers, knowing that they underage. And I'm telling you, you're going to end up just like Diddy. But when you end up like Diddy in Colombia, it ain't the same, brother. It is not the same. So a lot of you guys are coming here.
The problem.
Part of the problem.
You're part of the problem. Stop paying people that you don't have no respect for.
Ain't nobody got respect for you. And you paying people that you know that they're too young to be out there in them streets like that. It don't matter if the Colombian government hasn't done anything about it. This ain't your country to be checking nobody. We don't want white people all off in black people business. Guess what Colombians say? We don't need you foreigners all off in our business, how we handle our country. You came here. We didn't ask you to come here. And so since Colombians are thinking like that right now and they're serious, I'm telling you, they're coming after y'all full force. They're coming after y'all full force, fellas. Let me make sure I'm not freezing. Making sure that I'm looking good. Yeah, your boy looking good. Okay, cool. Making sure. I'm telling you guys, they're coming out. Oh, I did freeze for a second. I did freeze for a split second, but let's see. Okay, am I back on track? Okay, it looks like I'm back on track. If I have to, I just switch my router over. Shout out to you guys being here this evening. I appreciate you once again. Appreciate you once again. Yeah, Colombia is serious, man. They taking dudes. They either not letting you in, or if they let you in, they're gonna lock you down. I'm gonna say this again. Either Colombia is not gonna let you into the country, or if they let you in, they're letting you in, many of you guys, just to lock you down. Just to lock you down. So if you coming to Colombia on some dastardly deeds, man, passport bros are tired of y'all. We tired of y'all. We tired of y'all ninjas in the States not acting like you got some sense. So when you come to another country and you still misrepresent us, especially people of color, come on, man. But we're going to get to that. First thing we're going to do, we're going to get the shout outs. And then we're going to listen to what Diddy has to say. We're going to do a reaction to that. And then we're going to do a reaction in regards to this news article that just came out about 10 hours ago. This is fresh news headline. They stopped the brother at the airport in Medellin, Colombia. Said, "No, bruh, we got some people saying that you've done some things in this country and you can't come back into this country. You can't come back into this country. A lot of you dudes are going to have to go find another country to be a perv in. Because you can't come to Medellin and keep perving like y'all do and think you're going to get away with it. That which is in the dark going to come out in the light. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all think it's a game. Y'all think Colombia is playing, man. Okay.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Shout out to my man Will, the thrill in the building. First one out the gate, showing support to the channel. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you more than you realize. Maybe me putting the router a little closer. That'll help. He said, "Gentlemen, support Black male media. Thank you guys for your support with Cash Apps, Super Chats, all those things. Appreciate you guys." He said, "Get your passport. Monk mode is a way of life." Yes, it is. Monk mode is where you take your sexual activities outside of your home country. And when you're at home in your home country, you just focus on stacking your money and becoming a better man. In other words, you might have to go to therapy to become a better man. You might have to start meditation to become a better man. You might have to go to the gym to become a better man. Whatever it is you need to do while you're in the States, do that. Stack your money, become a better man, and take your physical exploits outside of your home country. In other words, they'll be making mistakes and getting somebody in the United States pregnant, for example, and now your dream is deferred to move to another country. So stay wise when you're in the United States or in UK or wherever your home country is. He said monk mode is a way of life until you reach your country of choice. One to live. No more procrastination. Check. Stack. Check. Invest. Check. And that means investing in yourself and not just in your stock portfolio or your crypto portfolio also. He say now for a prosperous future. Yeah, guys, we know how to do this. Shout out to my man Will. Shout out to all you guys that are here in the building tonight. We got 75 in the building already. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. What y'all ain't got to go to work Monday? Even I got to go to work Monday. We got Jay Clyde in it. We got Bobby Space. What have I done correctly? We got Bobby Space Ghost in the building too. Shout out to Bobby. I'm trying to click this. Oh, why my mouse is acting up today. Let me scroll. Yeah, shout out to Bobby being in the building. Checking in once again. Once again, shout out to my man Will. And Will always got showing some love. He said, fellas, there are three. See, he said, fellas, there are three. There are ladies on the. He said, fellas, and if there are ladies in the house, get your consultation with Andre or Andrea. You won't be disappointed. That's true. I just got done doing a consultation with the brother, and we got a commercial coming out actually with a bunch of you brothers for our consultations. And the brother was like, "Hey, Dre," he said, "Man, and a few of you brothers have said this to me. I don't know why you don't charge $1,000 for your consultations." He said, "I don't see how you do it. You are probably one of the most thorough dudes to give a consultation. When we do consultations, man, when it comes to moving to South America, we are thorough. I think about everything I wish I had before I moved or visit South America, especially Colombia. I am extremely thorough. And I also send you your consultation video. So we not only talk about the information you're going to get, but we record the whole consultation. It's a private recording. And once the recording is done, because some of you guys are driving or doing some other things while I'm doing a consultation. So once the consultation is done, either that same day or the next day, I get you your consultation video. I still got your video, Will. By the way, you're the only one I haven't had a chance to send the consultation video to. So I still got your video for you. Shout out to my man Black Empowerment in the building. Shout out to you being here, brother. Glad that you made it. And we got Poor Man 313 in the building. Shout out to you, brother, being here.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Don't play with that Poor Man 313. Them the Detroit boys, man. Leave them boys alone. They are not a game. Don, a.k.a. in the building. He said, good evening, Andre and Andrea. Good evening to you two, and good evening to all. Chat lives matter. And we got my man, it's Jay Clyde, Mr. Colombia, Mr. Brazil, Mr. South America himself. Shout out to this brother being here, man. You talking about brother that's full of knowledge and information? That's a man too. That's the man too. Shout out to my man Rain being in the building right now. Shout out to you. He said, you already know how I'm about to talk. You know how I'm about to talk because two things is taking place, which are basically the same thing. You got Diddy acting a fool with a woman, and you got dudes in Medellin acting a fool with underage. Come on, man. And we brothers. The passport bro movement and just expat movement, just men having passports in general, whether you're a passport bro or not. We're a small pool. Even the passport Pookies are a small pool of brothers that's able to take our money and take our passports and travel. In other words, it's not that many of us that get the opportunity to do what we do in life. Oh yeah, everybody else can hate on YouTube. They can hate on TikTok. They can hate on Instagram. But you know where they hating from? They hating from the States. They can't do what we do. They hating from living rooms. They're hating from bathrooms while they're texting using the bathroom. But they can't do what we do. Let me make sure I'm not freezing. Okay, I'm looking good. All right, cool. They can't do what we do. So we're a small pool. Also, when it comes to black billionaires, Diddy, Puffy, Oprah, Tyler Perry, we got to move. We can't move the way the white brothers move. Shout out to the white brothers. We can't move the way that they move. They can do some stupidity and they gonna get caught. And if they get caught, if the white dudes, young and old, get caught and they're billionaires, what the heck you think they're gonna do to black billionaires if we out there doing stupid stuff? If they don't let their own people slide, what makes you think they're gonna let our people slide? As hard as it is for a white dude to become a billionaire, an Asian dude to become a billionaire, a Latin dude to become a billionaire, you see how hard it is for a brother to become a billionaire and to sit back and throw it all away over a female. Same thing here in Medellin. For you guys to bust your butt, save your money, get your passport, travel to another country, land in Colombia, and start messing with underage women because they look good and they look of age, bruh, ain't that much coochie in the world. Let me see if I change this router real quick. If it looks a little better. I might freeze for a second, guys. Is not that serious. Like I said, I'm gonna freeze for a second. I should be back. All right. Oh man, that's a lot better. Goodness gracious, that's a lot better. Okay, cool. All right. So my point is, if you need to be appreciative. You need to appreciate where life has allowed you to go where most people will never be able to go. Other than your military brothers, shout out to you guys. But if you got a passport or if you got $1 billion, Puffy, we as men of color, we need to start being appreciative. Just like we believe that the term shame should be brought back to the communities. It's a shame that us men of color are doing some of the things that we're doing. Now we can't even come to Medellin now. Some of you brothers, some of you brothers got flights scheduled right now. Some of y'all got flights scheduled to come to Colombia right now. and your ass ain't getting in. You don't know what records they got on you. You don't know who been talking to who while you back in the UK, while you back in Canada. Detroit. Why you back home and you thinking everything good? You about to book another flight to Colombia. It's on and popping. You just don't know. Your happy ass is not getting through that airport if you know that you've been doing dirt. So guys, we got to start acting like we got some sense, because our passports are a privilege. I don't know where y'all think that they owe us something because we paid that $100 and something. They could take those passports away from us like that. It's a privilege to have a passport, and it's rare to be a man of color other than the military and make use of our passports the way that we are around the world. But I'm not going to harp on that right now. But I'm keep on rolling down. Shout out to my man Philip being in the building as well. Salute to you, kind sir. Salute to you as well, kind sir. I appreciate you, brother. This is True Barbershop Talk. Shout out to my man E-Man in the building. Shout out to you being here, brother. And my favorite Bible name, Uriah's in the building.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight.
I'm here with Uriah hanging out.
You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And while you're in the class,
shout out to you. Salute to you, being kind sir.
My band, Sexual Chocolate.
Everyone in the chat.
Sexual Chocolate.
I see another one got caught there. Yep. We're gonna look at the article today, guys. We're gonna look at the article. Let's even just pull it up for a split second, even though we're not gonna go into any details right now. That's the article right there. Hold on, give me a second. Let me put this on. Add to the stage. I don't know why everything's going on slow for me, but on my end, it's looking slow. See, it's looking slow and it's freezing on that end. Let me change the router one more time, guys. That's the guy right there. So we're gonna read through the article in regards to this dude. And if I have to change the router one more time, I will. Sad, man. Sad. You think you about to hop on the plane? Just imagine what his mind was while he was on the plane. I'm about to come to Medellin. I got a couple shorties that I usually mess with. I'm good. Everything fine. Bam. They take your passport. I mean, I'm serious. No, I'm real serious. Just imagine what your mind will be going through while you are going on when you're getting off a plane and you think you skipping, walking down. You feel like John Travolta just walking through there, right? And all of a sudden, you slide your passport and you got your check mig on your phone. So you filled out the check mig immigration form before you left. And you ready, you paid for your Airbnb. You might be there for 2 weeks. That 2 weeks of Airbnb payment, you already paid on that. You got money put to the side. You probably even sent a little bit of money to a little chick there. You ready. You probably Western Union yourself some money. You got all your gear with you, all your favorite cologne. Speaking of cologne, I ain't put on a cologne yet. Let me see. Let's see what. Oh, let me. Sag Robert Brase. I'm gonna rock that today. Mancera. I'm gonna rock some Mancera today. The Dry Boise. Oh, there we go. This is almost like this is a very freshy. It is a scent that's more like a straight out the shower, man. It is a blue scent. It's in the umbrella of Chanel. Oh, that's not that. Here we got two good ones. Aqua de Jo is like one of the most famous blue, fresh out the shower scents that you can ever wear. If you're starting your cologne collection, you got to start here. And number two, you got to start with that Chanel, that Blue de Chanel. great fresh out the shower, great for sex, great for any time of the year. You can wear these, could be your scents all day long. They're excellent. They're timeless. You can't go wrong with those particular colognes. So this one is under the same vein as those. A very fresh, clean, you ready to have some good sex type of cologne. Shout out to those. And shout out to my man, Jalopé in the building. He said, customs is customs nationwide. Yes, it is. And a lot, but check it out. There's going to be some simp, some Pookie that's going to think that they could go from one customs to another customs. They actually think that this can't happen to them. So they're going to try to sneak into the country another way. Dude, come on. We know, brothers. We know stupid people. Stupid people still do stupid stuff. They are dumb enough to think, well, I couldn't get into Medellin. Maybe that was just Medellin, and Colombia ain't got technology like that. What? Do you guys know this? Here's a stat for you. Bogota has the most cameras in any airport in the world. Bogota, Colombia. We just talking about one major airport in Colombia. Bogota Airport has over over 975 cameras in one airport. 975. There are a lot of major airports in the States that ain't got that many. What's my point? That's just one major. You can imagine the level of Medellin and Cartagena, their cameras. So if y'all think that Colombia is behind the times and that you could just sneak into Colombia, bruh, that is not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You got better chance of sneaking into Venezuela. So yeah, he's absolutely correct. Shout out to you. Customs is customs nationwide, but there'll be some fool that got rejected in one airport and try to sneak into another airport. He said, Andre, I know you're from Detroit. He said, but you look like you from Brooklyn or BK. What's good, fam? Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Dave, being here in the building like you always are. Shout out to all you members as well. All you Patreon members and all you YouTube members. Punch Travel channel. Shout out to you, brother. If you got a real channel, if you guys have a YouTube channel, and it's a real channel, I don't care if it's 5 subscribers, 500, 500,000. And it's a positive channel. It's a positive travel channel or a positive whatever channel, inspirational, or a channel that's about any particular topic, reaction videos, whatever it is. And it's a good channel, not on that BS hating somebody. Make sure that you drop your channel in the description. We got 131 people in here today. We're going to get started in a minute talking about Diddy and that react to Diddy video. And then we're going to talk about what's going on that just dropped 9 hours ago. A brother got rejected from coming into Colombia. And that was the best thing for him. Because I'm telling you, if they would have just took him to jail in Colombia, you are not going to see that brother ever again in life. Like that white boy they captured last year when who deleted that Colombia DJ in Bogota, you ain't going to never hear from him or see him again. The white boy that ran back up to Ohio, in April last month, messing with them underage, and thought he could just run back to Ohio. United States say nah, and shipped his happy ass right back to Colombia. I'm telling you guys, and it's always gonna be those guys that's gonna think that it wouldn't be me. They can't catch me. I'm savoir faire. I'm everywhere. All right, okay.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Okay. For real. Shout out to you. So if you got a YouTube channel, make sure you drop it in the description so all of us can subscribe to your channel. I don't care who it is. Like I said, I don't care how small or how large your channel is. We support black male media here. And on this channel, we want to subscribe to your channel. So shout out to you guys. He said Colombia is a member of Interpol and they have the technology. Yes, they do. Philip says 50 watching. He said 25 like what? Man, we got 142 people in the building. Click that like button, guys. Like I said, we're going to start off with Diddy, and then we're going to move over to what's going on in Medellin, Colombia, where they told the brother, you can't come in. Let's go to, before we do that, before we go to Diddy, let's go to my man, Black Nubian in the building. Shout out to you. Them Canadian boys are always at it again.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Yes, sir. Them Canadian boys are at it again. Let me refresh this one more time. Because I'm trying to make sure that I'm not freezing. Andre, don't be freezing. Have a good night, Dre. Have you a good night on the live stream. Oh, it's looking shabby. It's looking shabby. It's like it's going in and out. Let's see. I might have to change the router again in a few moments. Okay, my man Fardy's in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you for being here as well. He said, just another example of Chris Rock being right. Absolutely correct. Just another example. Shout out to you, brother. He said, I got mama. Shout out to my man Richard in the building as well with the $2 love. Shout out to you, brother, being here. Mr. Graham says, he said, I got a mature Dominicana and a daughter. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's all we looking for. Hey, guys, all you brothers that come down on vacation to have fun with the ladies, we understand. Don't ever think that us brothers that are in relationships or have relocated and we got one lady or a couple of ladies that we're dealing with, that we don't understand that y'all coming on vacation for fun. We just saying two things. Be responsible with your actions. I know you don't give a F. And you want to treat every country like it's a rental car. I got you. You want to treat every country like it's a rental car. We understand. But what we are saying, number two, is as a brother, your stupidity is reflecting on us that either want to move here or are living here in these countries, man. Fellas, I'm telling y'all what Colombian women say. They do not trust American men. They feel like they can hustle Canadian men and European men. They feel like they can hustle American men a little bit. But you know what they don't like the most about American men? That they cannot trust us for nothing. For nothing. We come to these countries and we lie to the women. We some lying motherfuckers. We already know we come to these countries lying. You ain't staying here. Tell the truth. Yeah, baby, I'm moving down here. No, the hell you ain't. Well, I'm moving in 10 years. That doesn't mean you moving. We come down here throwing our money in the air, embarrassing ourselves. And then all of a sudden, you got brothers messing with underage. That used to be the white boy thing. Shout out to my white brothers. Now, every dude coming down, you can't even sit back and say, well, it's just a white thing. It ain't no white thing. It's a perv thing. And y'all making us look bad. And y'all don't care because y'all get to go back on the plane in 5 days and come back in 5 months. But you don't realize the reason why some of you guys never meet good Colombian or Venezuelan or Brazilian women. I'll say it again. The reason why you don't meet these good women, because they don't fuck with you. And as soon as they find out that you're an American, they ain't gonna give you 2 seconds of their time. And there's a lot of women down here that I personally talk to that would not give an American dude 2 seconds of their time. Why? I don't trust them. That's the number one thing that I hear good Colombian women say about many of us American men. They don't trust us. We freaking liars. At least they know Colombian men are cheaters. They understand that. But we are barefaced liars. We throw money in the air. We egotistical. We think everybody wants to move to our country when they don't. Colombian women got their own flag. They don't give a fuck about the United States flag all the time. And it's only the broke ones that ain't got no degrees and got no careers and got nothing going on are the ones that want to go to the United States. But the ones that got themselves established in Colombia, they ain't trying to go to the States and throw away all their hard work of going to college and riding their motorcycles through the mud and all that. But y'all making us look bad, brothers. That's for real. That's real talk. This is barbershop talk now. We got to get it together. Dang, y'all doing some stupid shit. Now y'all can't even come into the country. But you know what? Like I put on the title, Passport Bros support the mayor of Medellin. I'm going to say that again. Real Passport Bros, we 100% support the mayor of Medellin, Bogota, Cartagena, Cali. Get these simps up out of here. Get these pervs up out of here. Get these pookies up out of here. Yes, we support them. If y'all wonder what Passport Bros, what we got to say about it, I've been waiting to make this video. I've been waiting to make Passport Bros support the mayor of Medellin video. I told somebody about this about a month ago. Me and my man Aaron, Passport Bro app. Shout out to you guys. And the app is at the top of the description if you want to join the Passport Bro app, absolutely free. It's at the top of the chat, my bad. Just click on it and you can download the app, absolutely free. And I told Aaron and a couple of other brothers, I want to do a video letting people know that the Passport Bros support what the mayors of Medellin and other cities are doing to curtail this BS. And I've heard some of you guys mention, well, why don't the mayor of Medellin focus on the scopolamine and men getting drugged and robbed? Guess what? They could if the officers didn't have to focus on some of the pervy stuff that we out here doing. Maybe they could say, you know what? We're going to defend those American guys because they're good guys. They come down here, they don't cause no trouble, and they go back home. Let's look out for them. Ladies, y'all got to stop doing this mess. But guess what? The Colombian government doesn't. Why? Because we always got our happy ass down here in Colombia doing some stupid shit. Always. So why the hell should they defend us? Anybody in the comment section, tell me, why should the Colombian government defend us if we coming down here and treating their country like a rental car? They won't. They won't defend us, especially since now it's on record that we messing with these kids. Are y'all crazy? Man, y'all messing it up for the next man's flight. I kid you not. The brothers that's coming down, this been off a flight after him. That's the sad part. Everybody that's gonna be coming off of a flight after this dude. Now you gotta watch and wonder, when you slide your passport forward, will they deny you to come into the country? Why? I ain't never did nothing, Andre. I don't know that. I don't know you like that. I bet you he thought he ain't never did nothing. Let's be real. If this brother thought that he had did something that was criminal worthy in Colombia, do you think he would have came back with a passport and slid that passport across customs and stood there like, I'm about to come in and have a good time? He didn't know. He didn't know that he was officially caught up. So if the brother didn't know that he was caught up, yeah, I might have to change this route. Let me know if I'm freezing, guys. Let me know if I'm freezing. Shout out to Evan in the building once again with the 1999. Evan says, he said, I've been to Medellin twice. He said, I've never had trouble with the police and or women down there. Neither have I, Evan. Not one day. I've been pulled over by the police several times in Colombia. You know why they pulled me over? They pulled me over because they're having a fundraiser for people in wheelchairs and kids in wheelchairs. And they say, hey, you got a nice truck. so therefore, you look like you got some money. Could you? And they show me the donation lists and what they're doing. And I see them pulling over other people over on the side of the road. That's my pullover in Colombia. Like I told you guys, I got one ticket one time. But they were giving everybody, they had all of us lined up for a ticket. It was one of them quota days. But other than that, I never worried about police behind me. I never worried about the siren riding behind me. They never bothered me. I've never been harassed. I've never been pushed to the side. I've never felt disrespected by any of the people down here and I know brothers that say the same thing, or the Colombian police. He's absolutely correct. Shout out to you, Evan. He said, always stayed in Laureles. That's our favorite area. Our favorite area of Medellin. He said, you were right. Don't need dating apps to meet Colombian. Bruh, man, I went out last night. I went out dancing last night. Danced I had to have met (20, 25) attractive sisters. And in several cases, I met the whole one. Man, I'm standing there because I'm cool with the security guard. I told you that everywhere I take y'all, I'm cool with the security guard. I'm the security guard. I'm just standing minding my. He said here, he pulls me over to bad sisters. Like sisters and family too. I'm like, dang, they fine. Now, you know me, my motto, what's my motto? I don't cheat, I dance. I ain't trying to get your number, baby. I'm trying to get you on the dance floor. So I danced with the three sisters, like, had to be for about a good hour, back and forth, man. They was fine, bro. Goodness gracious, they was fine. Because when I got done dancing with the other one introduced me to the other sister. And then the other one introduced me to the other sister. We sitting up there talking. And then we started talking about the sister that Obi Land captured in Cali. Remember the video we did a couple weeks ago? Shout out to Obi Land. And him and his team was able to capture the female in Colombia, in Cali, Colombia, that had drugged over 250 dudes. And so I showed them that video and how, and they were like, what? Here in Cali? I was like, yeah, here in Cali. And I'm working the room. Not one time has anybody said, well, you're black and you're from this. No. There are some good people here. And it's easy to approach women. Dude, I was fighting them off, bruh. Bruh, I'm telling you, I had to convince, I can't tell you the amount of times, and I'm not the most handsome dude in the world, but I'm not the ugliest dude in the world, right? But I can't tell you the amount of times, man, that I have, since I've been here, had to literally talk women off the cliff of giving me their phone number or trying to sleep with me, knowing I just told them I got somebody. He is 100% correct. All you dudes that got to use apps, I don't know how y'all do it, bro. I don't see how y'all do it. And even when I was here on vacation, my first trips to Colombia, I did not need an app, bro. And I won't lie to you, Evan, I thought I did. I thought I did. I thought I needed an app. What do I mean by that? Like I said, we're about to get started with the Diddy video, and then we're going to go over to the article about what happened when the guy almost 9 hours ago was rejected from coming into Colombia because he was messing with underage women. And I set up all these dates on Colombian Cupid, and I have been talking to these women for 4 or 5 months on Colombian Cupid, Latin Cupid, POF. Yeah, Plenty of Fish is in Colombia, just in case you guys were wondering. I'm on POF Colombia. I'm hollering at chicks. I got a line up. I've been talking to like these 5 or 6 chicks on a regular for about 4 or 5 months. I'm about to get off the plane in Medellin and do it. True story. I didn't go on a date with any of them. I didn't smash none of them. Got off the plane and didn't even need to. I was meeting so many women just walking down the street or at the grocery store or I'm at a restaurant. I was meeting so many gorgeous women and going out on dates on my first trip. Bruh, I literally did not have time to meet the women that I had pre-gamed. So when this brother tell you, I'm a living example of that, you think that you need the apps.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Okay. He said, you are right. You don't need the apps to meet Colombian women. He said, I'll be back in December. That's a good time of the month to be here. Shout out to my man Kings and Dreams in the building. Hey, Jay, that was a great. If you guys get a chance, man, after this live stream or even tomorrow, make sure you guys go to Kings and Dreams channel. Not only subscribe, not only click the like button or the notification bell, but check out his reaction video to the P. Diddy and Cassie video. Really good video, man. I enjoyed that video. I really did. Great live stream, man. Great live stream. Father of many nations, my man Abraham. I was thinking about you today, bro. I was thinking about you today. I was like, I wonder what Abraham's up to, man. Shout out to my man Charles in the building with the 199. He said, you timed out? I don't know why you got timed out, Charles. He said, why am I? I don't know, Charles. You shouldn't be. And if you were timed out, you couldn't react. What'd you say, Charles? See, I'm not on the other side to see what you said. Shout out to man Theo Woff in the building. All you guys that are coming to the Black Manosphere Conclave in Houston, Texas. September 6th through the 8th. I'll be there speaking, and Theo will be there speaking, and we've almost got up to 200 guys that'll be there already. You can also go online. So the Black Manosphere Conclave, guys, make sure that you not only become a member of the organization, but also get your tickets for the 3-day event, and it's only $200, and it's going to be well worth it. And like I always say, after the party, it's going to be an after party. I don't know why I am frozen like that. Okay, let me change this router over. Let me change this over. Let me see if this router is better. Give me a second. Hey guys, I'm going to have the video going, but I'm going to restart my computer for a second. So I'm going to bring Kevin Samuels on, and then after that, we'll start the video. So I'm going to bring Kevin Samuels on for a second because I'm going to switch over the router. Because I want this to be a good night. And it looks like that I'm freezing off and on. Looks like I'm freezing off and on. I'm catching it too. Let's see. And wait a minute. I can even do better than that. I can give y'all 3 minutes of thickness. While I'm doing what I'm doing, y'all can enjoy the 3 minutes of thickness.
Tan cerca como enero y diciembre, es que parcha teniendo.
If I can.
Baby, tan lejos y tan cerca como enero y diciembre, es que parcha teniendo la misma mente. Bebé, ponte bien suelta, que sé cómo tú te sientes, con las ganas de ser mala y decente. En la madrugada te encanta, cuando el bebé tuyo a ti te canta. En la madrugada te encanta, eres exótica como Fanta. En la madrugada, conmigo baby toda la noche. Sé que estás siento que tú eres lo llamado felicidad, que hasta la cama la ponemos a temblar. Tus padres hablan, pero no saben nada más. Lo que tú sientes conmigo, la adrenalina baby dándote casico, yeah. Y pues baby pa' que sigo, si no escuchan lo que digo, es de nosotros saber cómo. Que se note, vale mucho más que los lingotes. Somos la bichote y el bichote, esto es reggaetón puro. Perreamos duro y down. Se nota que estoy tracado. Lo vi venir, por y más o menos a las 12. Hay que vivir, hay que sentir, y tú me revives con tu roce. Baby, cada noche, al amanecer. Cerca como enero y diciembre, Es que parcha teniendo la misma mente. Tu bebé ponte bien suelta, que sé cómo tú te sientes, con las ganas de ser mala y decente. En la madrugada te encanta, cuando el bebé tuyo a ti te canta. En la madrugada te encanta, eres exótica como Fanta. En la madrugada conmigo baby toda la noche. Sé que estás traga, yo también espero que se note. Yeah. Ricky Baker.
All right. Hopefully this is a lot better for us. Let's get ready to get started with this P. Diddy video. Appreciate that you guys are here. We're down to 119. Hopefully it goes back up to where it was before. Let's see. Let's pull this Diddy video up and let's get ready to do a reaction in regards to that. Here we go.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
So let's pause right there. Diddy already said, he said, listen, yeah, that was me on the video. Y'all got me. That was me running down the hall holding a towel. Yeah, that was me dragging Cassie. Yeah, I kicked her twice. Yes, that was me, the attacker. Yes, Cassie was not lying. Hey, sexy boo. Hey, you want to say hello? Oh. Hey. All right, sexy boo. Andrea said hello, everyone. So Diddy, he's admitting that, you know, what did the attorney on Fresh and Fit say? We're gonna watch the full video. What did the attorney on Fresh and Fit say? Keep your mouth shut when it comes to social media. Don't say nothing. Don't confess nothing. Don't admit nothing. Ain't no proof until proof is presented. What did Diddy just do? Open up his big mouth and just let us all know, yes, that's not a fake image. That's not AI. I'd have been hollering AI in this generation. I'd have been like, man, that ain't me, man. That's AI, man. That's computer generated. Y'all had to zoom that camera in to prove me. That'd have been my evil twin. But Diddy did what the opposite of what Fresh and Fit attorney said, keep your mouth shut. So he already admitted that was him on the camera with Cassie doing all that madness. Number two, he just said, I hit rock bottom. Nah, bro, you ain't hit rock bottom yet. Take it from a dude that did 10 years in the feds. You ain't hit rock bottom yet, Diddy. You've gone far. You're plummeting. But you ain't hit rock bottom. Your plane's still going down, Diddy. It's still going down. Some dudes think that because they got caught here and caught there, well, that's the end of it. Because rock bottom means that's the end of it. No, you ain't even crashed into the surface yet, Diddy. This ain't rock bottom. They just starting with you, Diddy. This is beginning. Like I keep trying to tell you guys, everything that's happening, take it from a dude that was in the feds, 10 years, did a 10-piece, right? That's right, Big Dave. Rock bottom is coming. What they're doing right now is defaming his character. They're trying to see if he loses in the court of public opinion, what's the one thing he can't run to? Racism. If they can defame Diddy in the court of public opinion first, when they finally come with the indictments, you guys who are even brothers of color, y'all gonna be like, lock him up. Lock that monster up. We don't care. But if he was an innocent dude, what would we say? And the FBI already knows this, and the DEA already knows this, and ATF already knows this. That if we lock that brother up, all y'all gonna be doing, ain't gonna be nothing but black people marching, talking about, see, they done knocked up another black man. They see, that's what they do. They put black men behind bars. And then all of a sudden, all these YouTubers go come out, talk about free Diddy t-shirts and everything, right? So the feds know black people. So they know that we would do something like that. So what do the feds do? We got to tear him down and make him look like a monster in public first. So black people don't come after us when we come with the real indictments. Everything, I'm gonna tell you guys this, and I said this earlier in one of the WhatsApp groups. Everything that you guys are seeing right now is the mixtape. Everything that you're seeing right now is the mixtape. It's not the real album. We ain't even seen the real album. Everything that's happening to Cassie, mixtape. All the stuff that he done with men, mixtape. The Diddy parties, all this is just mixtape to tear down this man's character first. Then the real album comes out. The real Slim Shady album comes out, in other words. What's my point? Now they're coming after the money. I promise you, Diddy is not going to do any time in the federal government because he kicked on Cassie. Dude, my whole time in the feds, ain't nobody ever was in a federal prison because they beat up a female. Never. I never met one domestic violence dude in federal prison, ever. And I transferred to over 10 prisons. I'm all up in Reno, Oklahoma, MCC LA, MCC Miami, MCC Chicago. I'm all up in Allentown, Pennsylvania. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky. Come on, all you dudes that know anything about these fed spots, Lexington, Kentucky, Milan, Michigan, Terre Haute, Indiana. When I said I transferred every 6 months, man, I wasn't about to do my time in one joint. Nope. When they said you could transfer every 6 months, I was transferring every 6 months. I was a passport bro while I was in the feds. You crazy. I was a passport bro when I was in the feds. And not one time had I ever met anybody that was locked up because they beat on a woman. All of this is about, say it again. Good one. All this is about getting those assets. You think they're going to put Diddy in jail for beating up on Cassie, and leave him still worth $700 million to $1 billion? So when he get out in a few years for domestic, that's, you think that, what? No, feds coming after that money, baby. They coming after that money. They laying a foundation, so he's an arch villain in your eyes. So now that the court of public opinion says lock him up, all they got to do is just do what they normally do. And now it's a 98% conviction rate that Diddy going to jail. Okay, if you think I'm kidding, did they not do that with R. Kelly? Did they not take 5, 6, 7, 8 years to defame and put down and make R. Kelly look bad in the eyes of public opinion and have us questioning whether he did it or not? Surviving R. Kelly. All on TikTok, all the women on YouTube, all the allegations of Aaliyah. Was he with Aaliyah? She was young. So by the time they came to R. Kelly with the indictment, we all were sold on it. Wasn't nobody looking at R. Kelly like free the black man, did we? How many people marched for R. Kelly? R. Kelly mama ain't marched for R. Kelly when she passed on, God bless her soul. But R. Kelly kids ain't marched for R. Kelly. Ain't nobody marched for R. Kelly. And it's gonna be the same thing for Diddy. His kids ain't gonna even march for him. Daddy, you left us in that house. So let's continue on listening to what this dude is saying. But I'm letting you know, guys, everything that you're seeing, all the stuff that they're putting on camera, he's not going to be convicted for any of that. The Diddy parties, sodomizing these men, all he did to Cassidy, he ain't going to jail for none of that. None of that. All that is being put out there to make us see the monster that he is. Now that we see the mask is off, now it's time for them to start throwing indictments at him to get that money. This is how that works. That's exactly how the feds work. Shout out to you, Christopher. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Kenny, for being here as well. Oh yeah, we got the article. We're doing an article on the passport Pookie as well. So we're doing that too, but we're stopping here in Diddy's latest video. So let's finish watching the video.
I'm disgusted.
He disgusted.
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
No, he ain't. Okay, before we go any further, he said he's seeking help. That brother ain't seeking no help. We already know Hollywood rehabilitations, retreats, and all that is just a game. We've been knowing that for years, that when they go on their little vacation retreats, talk about I'm going to be a better person. You're absolutely correct, Chris. He a joke. He's a joke. At the end of the day, this brother is sat up there and said, he just said, I was disgusted now and I was disgusted then when I did it. No, you weren't disgusted then when you did it then. We all saw how you were when you did it. We all saw how you behaved and you acted. Let's be real. What Cassie, like 98 pounds? Cassie ain't the most curvaceous, thick sister that we know. We talk about Cassie with the baby face. And realize, why did she leave? They already said the reason why she was running down the hall and snuck out while he was in the shower, he had hit her and gave her a black eye. So there was incidents that took place in the hotel room prior to them running out in the hallway with it. Think about it. Your little woman is 98. Maybe let's give her 105 pounds. Cassie a size 4, if not a size 0. You get hot and mad because you Diddy, and everybody knows. Come on, can we be real? Everybody's always said that Diddy has one of the worst personalities when you meet him in person. He's one of the most egotistical, rude people in Hollywood. He's one of the top ignorant mothers that you will ever want to meet in your life. He's the epitome of what people say you never want to meet your heroes. So he's behind closed doors and he get his sister a black eye. She gets herself together. She throws a hoodie on while he's in there taking it. That's boldness right there. That means that you've done that more than one time. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You hit a female. You give her a black eye. You so cool with it, you think that you can jump your happy ass in a shower. You scrub it. You ain't worried about her coming in there stabbing you with nothing. You ain't worried about her telling nobody. You ain't worried about her getting on the phone and calling the front desk. You ain't worried about her calling the police, calling her mama. You ain't worried about nothing. That means you've done this so many times. This is part of the routine of what you and this young lady do, that you can be comfortable enough to hop your happy ass in a shower. To hop in a shower. And the only reason Diddy came running out of that room was because he either figured she was going to go for help or somebody was going to see and recognize her looking like Rihanna from back in the day with the Chris Brown. I'm gonna say this, guys, before we go to the end of this particular video. Then we're gonna go on to the super chats, and then we're gonna go to the to what's going on in Medellin today, where they told the brother you cannot come into this country again, and there's gonna be more brothers like that. You think the mayor of Medellin do realize? I'm gonna tell y'all guys this too. Some of you guys have forgotten. During the election this year, all the major cities got new mayors. Cali got a new mayor. Medellin got a new mayor this year, January 1st. Bogota, Cartagena, Santa Marta, Barranquilla, Bucaramanga. The major cities all got new mayors. And you know what they did the first week? They all got together and had a meeting. And you know what one of the parts of the meeting was? Crack down on y'all coming down here acting the fool, treating their country like rental cars. It's not a coincidence that you no longer can get away with in Cartagena what you used to be able to get away with in Medellin, and you can't get away with in Medellin what you used to be able to get away with in Cartagena, and you can't get away with that in Cali. It's not a coincidence. These mayors came together, brand new mayors, brand new, came together, had a meeting, and one of the things they talked about was cracking down on you ninjas. So you might see the mayor of Medellin's face the most, but you better believe the mayor of Cartagena, the mayor of Cali, the mayor of Barranquilla and Bogota, Santa Marta, and Bucaramanga all are on point with it. That's why the mayor of Medellin has no problem with being the voice of the movement among mayors. You don't need every mayor to be up front talking. All you need is one mayor and the support of all the other mayors. Dude, they coming for y'all, bruh. If you ain't coming to, I'm telling y'all, I said this a couple times over the last couple of years. Some of y'all need to stop coming to Colombia. I'm saying this as your brother, as your friend. You need to stop. You ain't built for this country. You really ain't built for South America, because you're going to try to bring that stupidity to Peru, and they ain't going to have it. You're going to try to bring that stupidity to Brazil. They ain't going to go for that like that. Some of you dudes need to find you another country. You ain't built for Colombia. I know you're trying to prove a point. Yes, I'm built like for Colombia, just like any other man. No, you ain't. It's one thing to be a fuck up. I mean, it's one thing to be a fuck boy. It's another thing to be a fucked up fuck boy. You don't even know how to do fuck boy right. You fuck up fuck boy. You can't even fuck boy right. You don't need to be coming to Colombia. So we're going to get to that article in a second. But when it comes to Diddy, all up in the videos, running down the hall, all up in the videos. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man, Professor, in the building. I'm letting you guys know in all sincerity. Yeah, man, we got to be a lot wiser. Let me make sure that I'm not freezing. Make sure that I'm not freezing. Reboot that. Yeah, we got to be on point with our actions, because how we act, it impacts the next man. How I act. The reason why I'm not out here acting a stone fool is not just because I love Andrea, not just because I love me or I respect the country, but the reason why I act like I got some dang sense in my head, because I represent the next brother that's getting off the plane behind me. The next brothers that's getting off the plane behind Andre, I represent those brothers. Whether it be a Pookie, whether it be a regular guy, whether it be a tourist, whether it be an expat, whether it be ex-military, I represent all those brothers that get off the plane behind me. So if I act a dang fool, even to this day, guess who they gonna look at also? All the brothers that get off the plane behind me. Whether they deserve it or not. Whether they deserve it or not. Whether they deserve it or not. Let's finish off with Diddy.
I'm not asking for forgiveness.
You ain't gonna get forgiveness, but from God.
I'm truly sorry.
He said, I'm not asking for forgiveness, but I'm truly sorry.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
I take full responsibilities for my actions only in that video. I don't apologize to Cassie, but hey, anything that happened within that 40-second video, I feel bad for. But all the ass whoopings I gave her before, I don't feel bad about that. All the penetration of all the dudes that I was running up in, I don't feel bad about that. All my freaky diddy parties, I don't feel bad about that. I know he ain't changed. I'm gonna tell you why. It takes a minute for his men to really change. I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the feds, a true story. I had to go through a stage of when it came to being a drug dealer. I had to go through I didn't know there were stages of the money is so. I remember when I first got in the game, man, my rent was due. I'm in school, my rent was due, and I just lost my job the week before. My mom, she got connection with everybody in the streets. I told you, my mom was a gangster. So she had connection with all her old connections. She said, I'm gonna introduce you to so-and-so. Now, I remember him. He was like basically part of the family when I was growing up. I remember him when my mom was in the streets, and she was not in the streets, but when my mom was on her hustle mode back in the 70s, when weed was weed, all that, right? And so she connected me with one of her old connections that was still major player in the game. And I never forget the advice he gave me. He said, before I give you this work, Dre, this just for you. You don't owe me nothing. He said, this is just a favor to your mama. He said, I'm gonna give you the truth of the game. He said, those drugs that you have in your hand, that's not the addiction. He said, the money that you're about to have in your hand, that's the addiction. Man, I'm listening. I'm like, I ain't never touched no drugs, so I ain't worried about no drugs. I hear what he's saying go in one ear, out the other. All I'm thinking about is sell this work, pay my rent. Now, I don't know nothing about the game. True story. Man, I sold that work in 15 minutes. I had a stack of money. I had my rent, groceries, all my other bills for the next few months in my hand in 15 minutes. Bruh, he did not lie. That red money, not green money, red money is so addictive. I was hooked and didn't realize I was addicted to the money. The fast life, the fast pace. Now, I'm not talking about the having fun and the cars and the ladies, all that come with it, but I'm talking about that stacking of the money, the business side of it. I love the business side of it. I wasn't out there, I was out there thugging and drugging like everybody else. I wasn't out there in shootouts every other weekend. I had a few, but not a bunch of them. But it was the addiction of the money. Fast forward, I'm in the federal prison, right? It took me, when we're talking about Diddy, he ain't got to the point where he really sorry or understand the severity. That's why he said what I did in that video, which y'all saw me in that 40-second video, I apologize for that. But there is more to this stage that this dude got to come to the reality of. Dude, you hit her in the eye before the video. Before the video, Diddy popped her in the eye and gave her a black eye, a light-skinned sister. It took me 3 years in the Fed to realize what I had done to my community as a drug dealer. All the weight that I brought in, all the shootouts, all the BS that I was causing. Then I was a dude that used to break in houses. So it took me 3 years to overcome. It was wrong of Andre of you to be a cat burglar. It was wrong of you to be out there putting pistols in females' purses and telling them to carry the purse, to carry the pistol into the club. It took me years to come to the reality because I was so used to all my people being in this that it was life. So even after I got arrested, I thought it was just another brother that got caught. and some more brothers that got caught. It took me a couple years to realize, no, Andre, you shouldn't even been in that. That wasn't even your world. Your first step was to pay rent, and you got addicted to the money, bruh. You got addicted to that money. Everybody want to talk about the crackhead. Everybody want to talk about the weed head. Everybody want to talk about the meth head. Dude, us dudes that's been in that game, that money is so addictive. That red money, bruh. I appreciate green money now. Bruh, I appreciate green money now. Because that red money, when it got you, bruh, there is no greater addiction than that red money and people that hype you up to stay on that addiction. All the women that come along with it, all the drinking and partying and traveling that come along with it. You buy a new truck or buy a new car, all that stuff that comes, a new house that comes along with it. You don't realize that this red money is your downfall. It took me 3 years to go through that. Diddy ain't been going through this for less than 2 days. Check it. It took me another. Now I got 10 years in the Fed. First 3 years, I realized it's wrong for me to do it. It took me another 4 years. It took to year 7 for me to clear my mind and say, it's wrong for me to be around anybody that does that. And it's really wrong for anybody that's in the game like that, destroying our communities. It took me 7 years of 10 years to realize it was wrong for me to sell drugs to my people and destroy my community, and it was wrong for anybody to sell drugs to our community and tear our community down. It took me 7 years to come to that reality. So for this dude to sit up here and talk about, after whooping on Cassidy and everybody else all these years, talking greasy, tearing people down, using all of his, think about it, how many people he used and robbed in the industry, in the music industry, that they never got paid right, that never got their real fair share, who never got their real royalties and all those things. All the people that Diddy did wrong all those years. You think he thinking about that in less than 2 days? A video that just dropped 2 days ago? Hell no. It takes years to get to the point where you realize I really was a fuck up. Dude, I wasn't free when it came to my federal time. I was only not a prisoner within myself for 3 years. I was ready to be free about year 8. So year 9 and 10 was just me preparing for my exodus. I kid you not. It took me years to realize that, because I was still thinking wasn't nothing wrong with it. It was cool. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. It's all right, ain't nothing wrong with it. Well, maybe it wasn't for me, but it's cool for them to do it. It's cool for my boys to still be out there hustling the community. It's still cool for them to still tear the community down. No, Dre, it took me 7 years to realize it's wrong for any of us to tear our community down. We ain't out there tearing up the white boy community. White boy do more drugs than us, and he still own all his banks. He still got all his positions. He's still a school teacher, professor. He get hooked on every drug and write #1 albums and everything else. Well, we ain't white and we can't do everything white boys do. Not while in the States. And it took me years to come to those conclusions, man. So when I sit back and see this dude talk about in less than 24 hours, man, I feel bad for what I did, what was on that tape. That's the only thing he give a fuck about, is what was on that tape. He ain't feeling bad about that tape, and he is not sorry. That man is not sorry, bro. He's a sorry excuse, but he's not sorry. Let me get to these super chats real quick, and then we're going to continue on with the article. The article in regards to what happened in Medellin. Shout out to my man Richard. Richard once again said, he said, I got a mature Dominicana and a daughter. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you, man, for being here. And the last person we had was Theo with the $5. Theo said, he said, my only lie in Colombia, yes, I will dance salsa with you. That's it. That's all you need. That's it. I was talking to a brother today. He was doing a consultation. He was like, man, all I got is a 2-step. That's all you need. Bro, I'm telling you, Colombian women love teaching you how to salsa. You ain't got to know. And I'm gonna give y'all a hint. I'm gonna give y'all truth. Most Colombian women can't salsa. I know that's gonna blow your mind. Most Colombian women can't salsa dance. most women in Cali can salsa dance. Why? Cali is the capital of salsa music. Bruh, if you want to see some bad dancing, man, I'll pull a female out on the dance floor. I think we about to tear it up. Bruh, as soon as she started dancing, I asked her, where are you from? Bogota, Medellin, Cartagena. Why? Because you can't dance. Man, I thought every woman in Colombia could salsa, at least salsa or bachata or merengue. No. Women in Medellin cannot freaking salsa. For women in Bogota, women in Cartagena, Santa, you get them to Cali and they are lost. And I know every time, as soon as they do like 3 steps, I'll be like, where the hell you from? That's not salsa. What the hell you've been watching videos. So don't think every woman in Colombia can salsa dance. No, just about every woman in Cali can salsa dance. There's a big difference, bruh. And you'll know it once you start salsa dancing. You'll start realizing like, yeah, especially Bogota, they can't salsa. Man, Andre be in Bogota laughing. We'll go to a club in Bogota, we'll be laughing our asses off, man. Be like, look at him. Shout out to man Ray in the building for the love of the game with the 19 with the 999 in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. I appreciate you. And my man David says, he said, Andre, is always something with these simps. Getting robbed, getting scoped, or he said, and we are tired of babysitting these dudes. You are so right. We always got to go on camera and justify what the last brother did. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Well, if Medellin would do this, or if the ladies wouldn't do that, so we'll help you brothers talk about Medellin and talk about how Medellin should have their police force focus and do investigations regarding scopolamine and drugs or guys getting robbed. Or then we say, these ladies out here, look at these Colombian women that are just doing that. So we kind of co-sign on that. We're tired of co-signing for y'all guys. We're tired of it. You're a grown-ass man. Why should other grown men have to co-sign for another grown man? You came down here. You treated the country like a rental car. You played stupid games. You got a stupid prize. And you expect the rest of us who don't play stupid games when we come to these countries to still co-sign on you. We tired of co-signing for y'all. Y'all dang sure don't co-sign for us, because every time you dudes come down here and want to party and be paid for play, y'all talk greasy about us dudes that's in relationships. Can we be real with it? Man, us brothers that's in relationships, or you got you like 1 or 2 girls that you like to deal with in Colombia, man, do you see how greasy pay for play dudes talk about us? And don't get your happy ass married in Colombia. Man, them party pay for play dudes that's still on party mode after 15 years of Colombia, still on pay for play party mode after being here for 6-7 years. Man, them dudes be on YouTube talking greasy about us. Like we lames for getting married, lames for getting in relationships, lames for making networking and making real friends. So when you come down here, you got some real Colombian female friends that you dealing with. Y'all some lames. You could be paying for pussy. Man, I ain't got time for all that. I just rather pay for the pussy. Man, they be talking greasy about us. But as soon as them Negroes need our help, as soon as they need us to write on some picket signs, to be outside in Medellin, picketing, brothers unite. They want our help then. But them the same ones that be talking greasy in our face on YouTube and every other platform. Man, please. We tired of babysitting for you dudes, man. We really are. And that's serious. Cameras off. Damn these cameras. Cameras off, man. We tired of sitting back. Always gotta look out for us because y'all are brothers. But you don't look out for your damn self, and you damn sure don't think about the next man that's getting off the plane. Because if that brother did, he wouldn't have been going to Medellin and wouldn't have got stopped at the airport. He knew that he'd been in Medellin messing around with them younger people. You know, some dudes know what you've been doing in Medellin. Some of you dudes know that you smoking everything that you ain't never smoked a day in your life. And you go to Medellin and you smoke it. Or Cartagena and you smoke it. They got weed flavors you ain't never even seen in the States. And you down there, you just smoking away like you are a citizen. What makes you think that the Colombian laws apply to you? Oh, because you saw the Colombian smoking some weed? That's a citizen. What makes you think if they stop the citizen and the citizen say, listen, I'm out of my business, officer. They gonna let the citizen go, but they gonna let you go. Did you read the law? Wait a minute, did you read some laws that none of us read about? Now, I'm not saying that this is a law, but what I'm saying is most you dudes that come down here and do drugs, you ain't even read the laws on that drug to know if it's legal for you to even mess with it. And as soon as you get your happy tail caught up, you want to come running to the good passport bros and you want us to co-sign your bullshit. Every time. And don't sit back on the other side of that camera and be like, man, we don't need y'all niggas, man. Dude, first of all you Pookies, y'all ain't never discovered a country ever. Every country y'all go to, you follow us good dudes too. You follow good men to DR. You follow good men to all the Caribbean islands. You follow good men to Brazil. It was the good dudes, the Charles Tylers and all them good dudes was down there. The Al Greases down there. You follow good dudes to Medellin, the Ace Lives that were down here, the I Am Marwars that was down here, that could come down here, party, and wasn't causing no problems. You follow all the other dudes over to Southeast Asia, all the good dudes that were already over there, the Chocolate Man in Thailand. So all you dudes that are Pookies, stop acting like you discovered Medellin. You ain't discovered shit. All the good dudes went and you follow. You ain't nothing but fucking follow. That's all you ever have been doing. You've always been a follower. You're a follower in the States, you're a flunky in the States, and you follow us to other cities and other countries. As soon as I give you a perfect example. You notice what I've been noticing lately? Have you guys been noticing a lot of Peru videos going on that's been dropping off lately? Everybody been showing up, throwing Peru videos out there. You notice they've been doing that since Austin went down to Peru. Now all of a sudden, all these flunky dudes want to start throwing Peru videos out there. And a bunch of other dudes talking about, I want to go to Peru, when it was already some dudes down there even before Austin. Quiet dudes that's not YouTubers, that's been to Peru, dealing with women, Peruvian women down in Lima, Peru, having a great time. And while you dudes are acting fool in Colombia, they've been in Peru for years. Good dudes. But you flunkies always want to follow somebody somewhere. And as soon as a good dude posts something, oh, we going to Peru. And here y'all happy ass come. And all of a sudden lately, over the last month or two, these Peru videos been popping up all over YouTube with you Negroes on it. Followers. Y'all did that to Zoom to Thailand. Y'all did that to Chocolate Man. Y'all did that to Al Grease and Charles Tyler. You Pookie's followers. You always been like, your track record show that you're a follower. So when we tell y'all dudes, tighten that ship up. Tighten it up. Come on, man. I shouldn't be talking like this to grown-ass men. That's the crazy part. I'm a grown man. And just in case you wonder, he just talking like that in front of the camera. Okay. Ask anybody that's ever met me in person. Ask anybody. I have no cut. I'm a Libra. I ain't got no cut. I don't put no sugar on shit. If I'm criticize me and make sure that I need to be on point, I'm a damn sure be on your back or on your neck, making sure that you're on point too. I ain't gonna be telling all my, listen, if I'm man enough to tell you all the good and bad, ugly about Andre, what the hell do you think I'm gonna tell about you? You think I'm gonna just tell you that I got faults and stuff that I need to work on, and I'm gonna just have you standing there with a drink in your hand in Cali, Colombia, and I'm gonna talk to you like you ain't got no faults? Negro, please. I'm gonna tell your shit just as fast I'm gonna tell my shit. That's why I tell my shit, because I got the right now to talk your shit. I can tell all your shit, and you a follower, and y'all flunkies, and we tired of y'all. That's why I tell my story, so none of y'all can sit back and say, well, Andre act like he a goody two-shoe. Y'all know my story. Ain't none of my story ever been goody two-shoe. Ever. So when I tell you guys, man, we're up to here with articles always coming out with some fucking brothers on some bullshit. Y'all still throwing money in the air and shit. This ain't your country. You gonna get everybody kicked out this bitch. Y'all stupid, man. God dang. Shout out to Kings in the building. King says, he say, no issues in Colombia for me. Yes, sir. I noticed that, Kings. He say, Team Medellin. Shout out to the Medi heads. Shout out to the Medellin heads. My man Richard also said, he said, I have a beautiful Dominican. Oh, I think Richard read that one as well. Shout out to you, Richard. I appreciate you, man, in regards to that, sharing that testimony of you having somebody that was good on your team. King James he said this, Kings and Dreams. He said, you do BS, you'll attract BS every single time. Every time. The universe is set up like that. I think that's one of the best gifts that God gave us as the universe. Universe is set up like a clock. The laws stay the same. It don't change generation to generation. The law of gravity will always be the law of gravity. The law of sowing and reaping will always be the law of sowing and reaping. If you sow potatoes, you're going to get potatoes. You'll never get something different. You'll never get something different. If you sow something positive, 9 times out of 10, you'll get something positive back. And the law of attraction still holds in place. It's always been there. It'll never disappear. If you attract bullshitty people, even as a good person, I'll say this again, because we've all been there as men. Many of us were good men, and we allowed bullshitty women to attract into our lives, and we got bullshitty results. And for women, they allowed some bullshitty dudes to be attracted to their lives, and they got bullshit results. He's absolutely correct. Those laws won't change, guys. No matter what country you try to run to, the law of attraction will always be there saying, if you attract that, all the BS that comes along with that, you're going to get, no matter what country you get to. So while y'all crying about countries, you need to be crying about what is my bullshit and let me stop doing that. Shout out to my man, Professor, once again in the building with the Mexican $20. He said, Badu used, he said, Badu, talking about the app, Badu used to be it watered, seeks its own level. Yes. Say back in the day, Badu used to be good. Yeah, that's true. When Badu first came down, that was a good app to use. Now you can't touch nothing because you Pookies. Casey Jean said, thank you, big bro. Love you. Family ties. Love you too, brother. In all sincerity. My man James says, he said, Andre, I wanted to say thank you. You helped motivate into becoming a higher level man. I appreciate that, brother. He said, I look up to you in many ways. Keep doing what you do, brother. He said, next month I will be in Costa Rica. Oh yeah, that's nice. He said, for my birthday, man. Shout out to you, man. For all of us that got birthdays that have already passed this year or coming up this year. Shout out to all of us. In the immortal words of Kanye West, I wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, I'm still alive. We weren't supposed to make it past 25, but the joke's on you. We still alive. Shout out to you, Sean. Shout out to you. My man, American Icons in the building. Shout out to you, brother. Glad that you're here. Them Texas boys. Them Texas boys. Yes, sir. He said he apologizes because the evidence was presented. Only reason I felt bad initially when I was in the feds that first couple years, not even year 3, that first year, because I got caught. That's why I say it goes in phases. My first feeling bad was, dang, I got caught. So I felt bad. I got caught and I got sentenced to 10 years. So you're going to feel bad. Phase 3, the next stage was 2 years later, Andre, you shouldn't have been selling drugs. You got all these skills. You got all these abilities, blah, blah, blah. So I had to get over that stage. Then stage 4, 4 years later, year 7 in my federal bit. Dre, nobody should have been selling drugs and destroying their community. Nobody should be put in that position. So I knew whether it was the federal government bringing the drugs into the community or whether it be us still distributing and all the federal government bringing the guns in, but yet we're still distributing, all of us wrong in play, Dre. So it took me a year. It took me 7 years to come to that point. So like I said, in my last 3 years of incarceration, that's when my conscience was truly clear. And that's when I became the man that I am today through the stages of transformation. You can't tell me you went that Diddy's going through the stages of transformation in less than 48 hours. Negro, please. Negro, please. Can you imagine his face when when one of his boys tapped him on the shoulder? Hey, Diddy, you might want to turn CNN on, bro. Man, leave me alone, man. Hey, Diddy, fuck what you talking about, man. You might want to turn the news on, bro. They got you and Cassie on the news. Man, they always got us on the, bro, they got video. What? They got video, bro. Could you imagine Diddy's face when he first saw CNN, the CNN, broadcasting that all day, all night? Then it's on ESPN. Yeah, it was on ESPN. Shout out to Kings of Dreams. His commentary last night. Man, listen. That's why, because he got caught. 40 in the building, he said, with $5. 40 said it wasn't ish. Diddy ain't ish. True. Never had been ish. Diddy will never be ish. Nothing more than a bully with money looking at 30-piece minimum. Looking at 30 years. Oh, man, bruh. They coming for him. They are coming for him. Shout out to my man, Official Kobe, in the building. Shout out to you, brother, being here. He said, be inspired to travel, but be respectful. It's easy. And he's absolutely correct, man. Like I said, don't be treating people, other countries, like rental cars. Man, I mean, even white boys. I'm not gonna just come down on the brothers. White boys, y'all invented this shit. Man, I just read an article last year. White dudes on scooters destroying it, Roman landmarks and artifacts in Italy. They on scooters just running, just knocking shit over. White brothers, y'all was the ones that invented going to other countries messing with them young girls. Oh, y'all think we just gonna talk about you brothers tonight? Oh, hell no. White brothers, y'all just as bad. Y'all the ones invented the bullshit. Y'all the one that you originally ones with made the block hot. Y'all still take y'all happy asses down to, y'all think we know that y'all going to Morocco messing with them little kids? White boys, y'all think we dumb? Y'all don't think we know what y'all doing in Medellin too? Y'all making the block hot for everybody too. It ain't y'all white boys? Then who was that white boy from Ohio that they caught in Medellin last month in April that they had to extradite back to Colombia? He wasn't a brother. He wasn't a passport bro. He was a white boy. So white brothers, don't sit back thinking we're going to just talk about brothers tonight. Oh, hell no. Y'all the main culprit. Y'all do it way worse than everybody. Y'all the ones that made Thailand create the lady boys. Well, maybe if we dress the boys up like women, maybe it'll look a little bit presentable. Well, maybe we just not dress the boys up like women, but maybe we should just let the boys get surgeries and maybe that'll be a little bit more presentable. They didn't do that for the brothers. They did that. Lady boys was invented. Now, is brothers going to Thailand mess with lady boys? Yes, there's probably a pool of brothers that's doing that, but they invented the lady boys for you white brothers that's coming down there. They ain't do that for us. They did that for y'all. That was y'all original thing. Coming from Australia, coming from Europe. That's y'all people. That all that is y'all. And y'all make the block hot now that everybody else is using passports. It was cool when y'all was you, and then y'all want to bitch. White boys want to complain. Yeah, before the black guys used their passports, it used to be quiet and it used to be nice. No, you mean that you could get away with stuff and nobody catch you, white boys? You mean that you could fly on down to certain countries that a lot of people don't recognize that you flying down there messing with them kids, white boys? Now that everybody else are using their passport, now the block is hot. But you so addicted to messing with them little kids, now you getting caught up. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The year of 2024 is not just for entertainers that a lot of stuff gonna come out. You're gonna see more brothers and more white boys in Colombia either being turned away, or they're going to let you in just so they can lock you up. I'm going to say that again. They're going to let you in just so they can lock your happy ass up. And the passport bros support them. If you messing with youngins, the passport, us grown, responsible men, we support them to lock your nasty, filthy ass up. You dang right. I don't care about what color. You ain't my brother. Not when you mess with somebody's child, you not. Man, but she told me she was 19, but I don't care if she told you she was 91. Here's the rules, fellas. If she looked too young, she is too young. Well, there are Colombian women down here that are 31 with baby faces. Ain't no 31-year-old down here in Colombia got a baby face. That baby, I live here. Looking that young, I live here. Ain't no 31-year-olds looking like they 17 in Colombia. What you talking about? If she looks 17, treat her like she's 17. Even though she tell you she's 21, let her go. Why? Because there's so many beautiful women in this country, you ain't even got to be messing with nobody if you assume that they ain't of age. This ain't like the States where you go every once in a while see somebody beautiful. This Colombia. This is Brazil. You're going to see something beautiful every 14 seconds. So if you think that this one is too young, she probably is. Let her alone. All you got to do, leave her alone. And I guarantee you, when you turn your happy ass around, there's going to be 3 just as fine as she is right there. So stop treating these underage looking women. Leave them alone, bruh. Damn. Y'all that thirsty for some pussy? I wish I could put it any other way. I wish I didn't have to be so graphic with it, but I'm talking to you guys straight up because I'm tired after being here 6 years watching y'all do the same bullshit over and over again. Are y'all that thirsty over some pussy? My wife and other Colombian women be laughing at y'all, dog. And I'm not exaggerating. Andrea literally laughs at a bunch of you dudes, man. I see her girlfriends laughing at us. And if her people are doing it, and the other women that I'm meeting out here are laughing at us, and I mean rolling on the floor, laughing at our ass when we get caught up. Or when we do stupid shit. Or when we throw money in the air. They laugh like, look at these stupid ass Americans. They gonna get robbed, dumb mother. Dude, this is exactly how they talk. And I keep trying to put y'all up on game, but when these cameras go off, y'all be like, fuck Dre, fuck Kings and Dreams, fuck Flyboy Way, fuck El Guapo, fuck every other brother that try to put you up on game about Colombia. Fuck us, because at the end of the day, if she look young, I still want her. Instead of getting you somebody that at least look like she 21. In 2024, 2025, I support the mayor and all these mayors 100%. And if they need my help with anything, if they need my help with any motherfucking thing, believe you me, I'm supporting. I ain't out there in the street, so I ain't got nothing to snitch on. But at the end of the day, if they say, Andre, could you just kind of warn guys that we're out here? I will be warning you motherfuckers that the police are looking for your hot ass. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough, fellas. God dang. Y'all act like y'all ain't like Andre. My wife says this about us, and her girlfriend says this about us grown men, us 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Number one thing I hear Colombian women say about foreign men. You ready? We act like we ain't never had no pussy before. Number one comment. Number one, no other comment more than that. Number one, you line up 50 Colombian women and ask them, really, without a camera in their face, what do y'all think about Colombian American men and how they act? And most of them will tell you, we act like we ain't never had no pussy before. Shout out to my man Evan once again. He said, you were right about Medellin. Several Colombian women told me in Barranquilla and Bogota is better, and he said is better than Medellin, or is better than Medellin. trying to get past my Medellin phase. He said, I definitely want to give other cities a chance. I was Medellin for life, Medellin for L. You couldn't tell me nothing. Medellin was heaven, my safe haven. And I started traveling to other cities, and I realized that Medellin was, it's cool. But before, no, Medellin was my heaven. Shout out to you, man, that you going to other places. Shout out to Sean Wildcat in the building. Sean says, shout out to you, Sean, with the $10. Sean says, Andre, I found a good woman on Badu. I wouldn't deny that. You know why? Because you're a good man and you went about it the right way. The warning about the dating apps mainly goes out to the guys that's on fuckery, or the guys that don't know how to use dating apps properly in another country. I'll say that again. The warning labels that we put on the dating apps, like, guys, stay away from the dating apps 100%. Why? Because most dudes that's getting off the plane don't know how the dating app process works in another country, but you try to act like it, you do. And B, for the other group of guys that are straight 100% on fuckery and mess it up for everybody. These dudes have messed the dating apps up for everybody. How, Dre? It's the woman that's setting us up. Bruh. If you dudes were moving like Sean moved, shout out to Sean. If you dudes were moving like Sean moves and focusing on the good ones on the dating apps, females thinking that they can rob us and drug us by way of dating apps would have fell off. They would have sat back and said, man, that don't work. Why? Because they don't never choose us. We've been on the dating apps for 2 years and they never choose us. That's why we ain't been able to rob nobody lately. But as long as we keep choosing, oh, she beauty with the big booty, we keep getting robbed. The ones that go on the apps and act like they got some goddamn sense, I ain't never heard them dudes ever get robbed. And I got plenty of brothers off camera that been in some relationships with some women that they met online, and they ain't never had an issue. They met 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 10. They decide on which ones they want to deal with on a regular, and they good. But most dudes, they go on dating apps and they use their eyes instead of your common sense. What did Kevin Samuels say? Pick a woman with your eyes closed. One of his last quotes, gentlemen, pick a woman with your eyes closed. I know when the cameras go off, y'all gonna be like, fuck Kevin too. I got you. Forget about what Kevin said. He said, went out on a nice date with her last weekend and to the beach. Great weekend. The next day, she's a keeper. This man ain't got to worry about no BS. None of that. Let's say they just end up, it doesn't work out for them, and they just end up being a good friend, and he meets somebody else. Like Andre wasn't the first woman I met in Colombia, and the first person I wasn't considering getting serious with. I met a few women. He might meet a few good women, but at least they were good women. I didn't have to sift through fuckery. You got some dudes down here that actually believe ain't no good women in Colombia. I'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? But y'all like sifting through fuckery. So I see why y'all say ain't no good women in Colombia. Why y'all think all women in Colombia are pay for play. All women in Colombia are hustlers. Everybody want to come to the States. Everybody want to get a green card. I see why y'all think like that. If I move like you, I think the same way too. I won't lie to you. If I moved the way that some dudes moved, I would be thinking the exact same thing about Colombia and Brazilian and Venezuelan women too. That they all hustlers. I would think the same thing. Okay, babe, thank you. Mrs. Spence said, lower my voice. So I'm going to have to speak in the smoothness. Shout out to my man Ellis in the building. He said, fitted hat Dre is cooking. Shout out to you, brother. He said like hood mellow, hoodie mellow out there. Yeah, Andre just came in and told me to mellow out. He said thanks for the alter ego. He said, yeah, that's the alter ego. Yeah, that is the alter ego. He said Style King is in the building. He said, preach, Dre. Thanks for taking that red. Thanks for talking that real shit. Yeah, for real. Seriously, man. I got about 30 years left on this planet, guys. And we all know who's over 30. You know 30 goes by fast. So I can bullshit you about Colombia and not allow you to have a good time because I told you a bunch of lies and sugarcoated Colombia and made you seem like Colombia was the perfect Shangri-La and you can do anything you want when you come down here and you just like Pinocchio on Treasure Island, not realizing that you're going to become a jackass and not realizing that you're going to be eaten up and swallowed up by a whale of problems. I could lie to you. I mean, I could make Colombia seem like you can't make no mistakes, just follow these 4 simple steps and you'll never fail. That's a lie. You're going to meet some good women down here. You're going to meet some women that are not so good. You're going to make some great strides. You're going to make some mistakes. It's all called being human on this planet. And that's the beauty of having a passport. You learn that no matter where you go, you're still a human being. Things happen. So when you guys come to these other countries, you want the scenario to be perfect because you're only here 5 days. So I'll pay for play because it's a perfect scenario where you live your little perfect fantasy. But no country is perfect, guys. Even the world of pay for play is not perfect, as you guys can see. Even the world of pay for play, even if you just say, I'm saving time, I'm saving energy, I ain't got to pay for no dinners, I'm just paying for the coochie. That world's not even perfect, is it? That world you could get drugged, robbed, or she can satisfy you. In most cases, the woman just goes make the money for satisfying you. But in many cases now, you can get drugged and robbed in the world of pay for play, just like you might get drugged and robbed just dating a regular chick. There's no perfect country, and you're not a perfect person. Dr. Kenneth is in the building. Shout out to you, Kenneth. Appreciate you being here, sir. Of the Walker family. And he says, Diddy apologizing reminds me of a non-black person purposely using the N-word and apologizing after they've been caught. Yeah. He said they only apologize because they got caught. That's why Diddy keep mentioning the video. In that video, the video that you guys saw. After I get done with the super chats, guys, we're going to go straight to the article about the brother that got stopped in Medellin today. Shout out to my man Priest in the building.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight.
So lovely to be with my brother Priest here tonight and the rest of you guys.
And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Sexual Chocolate. Who ain't knows applause?
Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
Yes, sir. He said, King said, I'm a father, and I don't play that ish. A lot of you guys are dads. You don't play that ish with your kids. So some other dude coming down to another. Let me tell y'all a story about Colombia that many of you guys don't know. True story. In the 90s, during the Pablo era, Pablo believed that having a young virgin was a sign of like being godlike. So other than his wife, who he met was a young virgin, Pablo tried his best to be intimate with as many young virgins as possible. Now, mind you, he's the biggest dealer in the world. He ain't got no time to be going up finding out who's the virgin or not. I mean, this is just true story for real. If you want to know why Colombians do certain things that they do and why they don't move the way that they do in certain areas, here's why. So what some of Pablo's workers would do, they would hire teenage boys and give teenage boys brand new motorcycles and money in their pocket. And the teenage boys will walk up to teenage girls, whether they were on their way home from school or going to school, and exchange phone numbers with the girls. They talk to the girl on the phone. You know, back in the day, the rotary phone, talk to the phone, or the cordless phone, talk to the girl on the phone. And the next time they'll set up and they say, well, me and my friends are having a party. Do you and your girls want to come over? And the girls will be so happy because they got the cute boyfriend with the new motorcycle and money in his pocket, and they wouldn't tell their parents what was going on. And these young virgin girls will be taken to Pablo and to his boys who believed in the same thing. And many, many, many daughters in Colombia never seen again. When the news finally broke what Pablo was doing, true story, he deleted several young ladies that were present at that time when he just found out. When the news broke, he was around other young virgin girls that hadn't been tapped yet. Now, there had already been a mass of daughters that came up missing, but nobody could prove what was really going on. And when the news broke and told this story about Colombia, even the girls that were around him, they all deleted those young girls. They didn't set them free. They deleted them. So you guys wonder why Colombian women that are older now that heard that story when they were the little sister of the girl that came up missing, or the niece of the ladies, or the daughter of the ladies that was the sister, and her sister came up missing in the 90s, and she grew up and had her daughter, and she warned her daughter about watch yourself. Now you understand why Colombian women do not play that approaching me in the motherfucking streets. I don't know you, and you ain't even from this country. I don't know what you would do, because what happened to my auntie, and then my auntie who would have been 39 or 40 at this stage, she never made it home. That's what my mama told me, and my other auntie and my grandmama told me. Don't trust men just because they look good, smell good, and you own the streets. That's why Colombian women don't play that, walking up on me and get my phone number. I don't know who the fuck you are. But if you don't live in Colombia, you don't hear these stories. You don't hear these stories. Why you think the mayor is so on y'all asses about messing with kids? Because of what happened in the 90s. Because of what happened to somebody's daughter. All you dudes that got daughters, just imagine if your 14-year-old, 13-year-old daughter or son come up missing on their way to school, and you ain't gonna never see them again because some dude got a fetish with kids and their virginity. And you fast forward to 2024 and y'all want to bitch to the Colombian mayor for protecting kids? Oh, the mayors are coming down. Man, they're trying to interrupt our fun. They're trying to take away our pay for play. I'm here to tell you, as a man, and I ain't even got no kids, fuck you and your pay for play. Take your ass to another country if you ain't happy with how they running their own shit here. See, I never come to Colombia and try to tell Colombia, reinvent Colombia because Andre here. No, I know to sit my happy ass down, be appreciative, and learn the customs and the cultures of the people. And if I don't like it, take my happy American ass somewhere else. But when you don't hear these stories, you don't know why the mayor and all the other mayors are adamant about not letting what happened in the 90s repeat itself, especially with you fucking foreigners. Man, y'all some fuck up artists. I swear, y'all fuck up a soup sandwich. I swear, man, goodness gracious, it don't even take all that. If she look young, treat her like if she looks too young, bruh, treat her like, I'm gonna tell you this for real. If you got a chick in your cell phone, I don't care if you've been fucking with her for about a year. If you got a chick in your cell phone, you really haven't confirmed or you really don't feel comfortable with how young she look, bruh, let her go. Man, but you ain't got no bottom. Unless you live here, you ain't got no bottom, bitch. Stop it. Unless you live here, you ain't got a bottom, bitch. You ain't got no, this is my main. Stop that bullshit. Who you think you talking to? I'm your brother from the back alleys of Detroit. From the streets of Chi-Town. From the suburbs of Atlanta. From the beaches of Florida. Try to tell somebody that ain't traveled to the United States and been in all genres of life. Tell them that bullshit. But I've been all over the country, all from San Francisco, hanging and acting the goddamn fool for a couple years. Shout out to the Bay Area. My point in saying that all is the reason why I tell y'all my fuck ups in life. So when I tell you about you fucking up, you can trust the fact that Andre ain't acting like he like Diddy. He better than everybody. I ain't better than everybody, but I got enough damn sense to know when I see fuckery that's gonna fuck you up. Why? Because I lived fuckery. I lived it. And ain't none of these other dudes on YouTube gonna tell you their true story. Tell me what other YouTuber tell you their real fucking story. They real shit. None of them. None of them they gonna tell you their fantasy shit. They gonna tell you their successful shit. They gonna tell you a little bit about their family, but they gonna tell you no real shit that they done went through to be able to tell you about your shit too. I'm not better than somebody else, but I'm telling you that we all got shit that we going through. And you, bruh, your block is hot. Remember what I mentioned to you guys, me and my boys in the States, when one of us was, if we cheating too much, and a rumor come out, we'll go to each other and say, hey, bruh, I need to talk to you for a minute. What's up? Hey, Rick, you hot, dog. Nigga, I ain't hot, because everybody in denial. Nigga, I ain't hot. You hot, man. My girl, they talking about you in the beauty salon. My girl, friends talking about you, and my coworkers talking about you. Hey, Rick, nigga, you need to slow down with your cheating. You hot. I remember when they came to me and told me I'm hot. Hey, Dre, nigga, and they talk to you. What's up? You hot. Man, I ain't never hot. You, Dre. You hot, Dre. Your wife know about this, that, and this, and the DC, and the chick from Baltimore called the other day. Remember, you hot, man. You need to slow down. Keep your ass home, Dre. Treat your wife like a wife. This was in the States years ago. I'm telling you guys now, you Medellin dudes, you dudes that's coming down here in Cartagena acting a fool, y'all hot. The block hot, bruh. These people saw what happened in the 90s, and they are not about to let that shit go down again. And they have no love for you because you're not Colombian by blood. They don't have no problem with locking your ass up with these Colombian goons. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've already did the homework, and I've already watched enough videos. The toughest prisons in Colombia, statistics show 85% of them are strapped. And I'm not talking about with a shank or a knife. I'm talking about with these dudes got clips. I'm not talking about revolvers. And I've seen the videos down here where they interview the prisoners and they all holding up artillery. All of them in the prisons in Colombia. You go ahead and end up one of these Colombian jails you want to. You can say you might as well have been deleted. You might as well have been deleted when you got scopolamine. You might as well have not woke up from that one. Because once they put you in the Colombian prisons, it ain't like the States where you might be somebody's bitch. You better hope the best thing that you do is become somebody's bitch in Colombian prisons. I kid you not, you a foreigner and you got caught messing around with kids you better hope the worst that they do is to make you somebody's bitch. Because they got plans for y'all. Y'all dudes never get, dude, okay, y'all think we playing? When was the last time y'all heard anything about a case, an attorney, a judge statement when it came to that white boy last year that deleted that DJ in Bogota? When the last time y'all saw any article, any headline about what's going on with that white boy? Is he going to court? Was he sentenced? You heard anything from any of us YouTubers that live down here about that white boy? Not a damn thing. If he alive, I'm still surprised. Not a damn thing. You ain't heard nothing about that white boy. That white boy that got caught last month came down here, got caught in the hotel room with them shorties. Went back to Ohio, and they shipped his happy ass right back to Colombia. Since April, when the last time y'all heard something about that white boy? Anything. You know why you ain't heard nothing? Because in Colombia, ain't gonna be nothing to hear. And I'm gonna tell you something. If the parents got enough money, that white boy ain't gonna even make it to the police station. Because the police in Colombia, if you got enough money, you can pay them to handle that business even before they make it to the police station with that person. They'll be taking a body to that police station instead of a person. This is Colombia, bruh. Like that Colombia. Like that Colombia. Y'all come down here having your little fun or vacation, cool. But this is that fucking Colombia. And these mayors and everybody are not playing with y'all asses no more. Y'all think this is a game, kiki kaka. Okay? If y'all think this is the only brother, let's go to the article. I'll come back to the comments. Shout out to you, Priest, once again. Priest says, he said, hello, what's up, Dre? He said, how do I contact you for consultation? He said, I'm learning to speak Espanol. He said, hopefully the passport Pookies don't mess it up for me. They won't, brother. There's a bunch of us good brothers that are on this live stream and a bunch of good brothers that are already here, man, that'll keep that from happening. Believe you me. There's a good network of brothers no matter where you go in every country. That's the one thing I thank the Lord for. There's a bunch of us good guys that are still riding a white horse with a white cowboy hat. Or some of us good brothers are riding a black horse with a black cowboy hat on. But we're still good brothers. We got your back. The way that anybody will contact me in regards to consultations is just send me an email at aspence2011@gmail.com. I schedule the consultations with you. We have an hour consultation and or a 2-hour consultation. If the consultation goes over a little bit, you don't have to pay extra. If it goes over some time, no big deal. I record every consultation and I make sure that you get a copy of that recording. Once I know that you have your copy and I know that you have it, I don't just assume that you have it, then I delete your original copy. So nobody will ever say Andre got copies of people's business. No, I delete every single original copy. The only person whose copy I still have, because I haven't sent them to him yet, I don't know why I hadn't, is Wheel of Thrill. That's the only copy of a consultation that I still have. That's it. Because the reason why I wait to delete it, because sometimes you guys will miss it in your email and be like, hey, Dre, did you ever send me my consultation video? And I'll be like, yeah, I sent it to you a week ago. And then I'll just resend it to you. So that's why I don't immediately delete anymore. And I have all the information that we're going to on we talk about everything during the consultation, from apps to how to download eSIM cards in your phone so you'll never have to go to another country again looking for a SIM card, to Airbnbs, to the rental and purchasing of property in each one of the major cities. So I don't only have, when I'm doing the consultation, we not only talk about renting a place, and we look at some places throughout a city. I also have on there, if you want to purchase a place, you can click this link. And so you get a chance to see what purchasing a property in that particular city looks like. And so I have all the major cities. So we have a lot of information that we share. We talk about everything from the Colombian check mig form, the immigration form that you fill out, when you come to Colombia, as well as when you leave Colombia, as well as choosing your city. If you're going to relocate, what side of the city you want to live on? Is those questions that you might not have thought about. So we talk about a lot of great things during the consultations. Yes, sir. And if you are a person that's paid over, or if you're a $25 plus donor on the Patreon, you get a free 30-minute consultation right out the gate. If you're a $25 plus donor during the Patreon, you automatically get a free one for 30 minutes right out the gate. It usually runs for like 45 minutes for the free one, but yeah. The only thing about the free one, you don't get a chance to ask as many questions and get as much information as you could. But yeah, that's the way the person would contact me. Shout out to you, brother. Let's go to the article. Let's go to the article. That's enough of Diddy. Let me pull up the article right now for us. All right. And it's translated over to English for us. There we go. Okay. In this article, let's let that article process a little bit. This is the brother. Of course, we can't see his face. Got his Jordan jersey on. And this is immigration. We're just talking about, fill out your immigration form when you come to Colombia, and when you get ready to leave Colombia, there's a form that you fill out. And this guy thought he was coming into Colombia. He got his bag. He's going to be here for a few days. Probably got his luggage. He's ready to come to Colombia. And you know how Colombia, they ain't got no problem with putting your face on the news. So now you on the national newspaper cover, even though for this is faded out. But you better believe on the regular newspapers or at least on Instagram somewhere, they've got his face. And it's a brother. It's a brother. After all that bitching brothers be doing, Paola, remember all that bitching dudes was doing after Paola did that interview with Austin Holloman? It ain't us brothers. It ain't only brothers down there in Parque Yaris. It's the white boys down there. The white boys. All that crying y'all was doing. Now look at y'all asses. Can't even get into country to get to Parque Yaris. Now look at you. All that bitching that y'all was doing to Paola for about a month. Oh, Paola, she don't like black. How y'all gonna tell a black woman she don't like these brothers? She telling y'all, she giving y'all heads up that other Colombian women won't give y'all. She telling y'all what the streets are saying, and y'all came down on Paola with the force of 10,000 Thors. Now look at your ass. Exactly what she was saying. Hey, fellas, I know it's a bunch of white boys out there, but y'all need to be careful because they watching y'all asses too, brothers. She tried to warn us as brothers. I know the white boys out there doing stuff. They wrong, but they looking at y'all, brothers. They looking at y'all getting off the planes. But y'all was like, fuck you, Paola. You just don't like black men to have fun. Like a bunch of bitches. And now you ain't got to worry about no more Paolas. You ain't got to worry about Paola saying shit else. Because the Colombian government is saying, we got this. Don't worry about it. Let me restart this real quick. I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. And in this article, it's saying, let me see if I can get it to scroll down to the article for us. What is it doing? Okay, let me see something. Maybe it's something that I'm doing. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Because the article says migrant man Migration to Colombia denied entry. Let me do something real quick. Give me a second, guys. I want to pull this up again. Maybe that's just me. What the? It's not even letting me highlight like it's supposed to. There we go. Let me copy that. And let me reopen it on another page. Let's see. And sometimes you guys got to pardon your brother Andre for his abrasive linguistics. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to pull this up again for us, guys. Safety, time, drawing. Okay. It said this was done through a let's go. And they work with the U.S. State Department, U.S. government, just in case you guys are wondering. Just in case you guys are wondering if the U.S. government is involved in this, yes, they are. This was done through the joint work with the U.S. United States government, who use the Angel Watch Alert, a system that regulates the movements of suspected pedophiles. Whether you are registered in the States or registered in Colombia. This subject is presumed to have committed, I'm going to just put the word assaults on minors and other crimes related to pedophilia, causing immigration to immediately approach him and prevent him from entering. What are they saying? And I know this is looking crazy where it's jumping up and down. I don't know why it's doing that. What they're saying? They're saying that it's going to get to the point that even though you have a passport and you're from the States, if you have anything on your records that you in the States, that you was messing with somebody that was underage in the States, they're going to let Colombia know this dude has history here for messing with underage. And you might not be able to get into Colombia. You might not be able to get into Colombia. I don't know why it's jumping up and down like that. He said, in this case, the mayor of Medellin, Federico, he says, spoke out from his Twitter account, in other words, exalting this prevention work against people who possibly enter the city to engage in sexual tourism. And this is what the mayor was saying. Let's go back up. Come on. Oh, what's going on with this? Let me find out I got a virus, man. I didn't even know about it. It says in Medellin, all those who come within the framework of responsible tourism are welcome, but not those who come to sexually exploit our children, adolescents, and our women. I'll say that again. The mayor of Medellin is letting you guys know as well. He's a spokesperson for all the other mayors who they had a meeting with. He said, listen, y'all could come down here, do all your tourism you want, meet ladies, have your fun. He said, but if you're coming down here specifically for sexual exploitation of whether it be minors, adolescents, or our women. Thanks to the articulated and effective work that we have been carrying out, that they've been carrying out, and on this occasion, as a result of the alert issued by the U.S. government, who snitched on this dude and told the Colombian Medellin immigration that this dude is not to be let in your country. Who snitched? Colombia? No. Paola? No. The United States government. It says the United States government, through the Angel Watch list that is included possible predators and sexual abusers. So if you got on record for whooping women's asses in the United States, guess what's going into your records on immigration when you get to Medellin? I keep trying to tell y'all, don't be diddies, man. Don't be diddies. Says that angels list includes possible predators and sexual abusers. Immigration was able to deny admissions and return this citizen to his country. Get your ass on back to where you came from. America, when he arrives America, when he arrived to the Jose Maria Cordova airport, said the mayor. They sent his ass right back. He said, with these actions, we are also fighting against sexual exploitation and protecting our children. That's why we keep saying, don't even try it. It's a crime. That's their motto now in Medellin. That's everywhere. Don't even try it. It's a crime. If you don't think it's a crime, don't even try it. It's a crime. Thanks to the ambassador, Francisco Palmieri, and the entire embassy, talk about the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, the articulation in the joint work with the Politica Colombia, and I can't read that one. The other one is, my Spanish is not that good to pretend like I want to pronounce that one. And the migration colo is bearing fruit. In other words, these organizations have come together and have decided, these three organizations have come together and are working with the U.S. federal government to get your records, whether it be domestic violence or whether it was something that you did in the States against children. Those records are showing up on your passports, guys. Those records are showing up on your passports. Just like in the state of Florida, you know, they got so many dudes that are messing with little kids and got that on their record. That record is starting to follow you guys on your passports. Y'all think this is a game. Realize my record follows me to Colombia. But since I never did anything international, guess who's okay? Me. But since y'all like to touch little children, guess what's going on? They not even allowing y'all to come in the country. If you like to hit on women and that's on record, guess what's starting to happen? They ain't gonna let you come into Colombia. You like to be a let's put it like this. I bet you Didi couldn't come to Colombia. They will turn Didi ass around so fast. You like to hit women. Nah, bro, you ain't gonna because we already got our own version of fools. Well, Colombian men do it. Well, you ain't Colombian. I keep trying to tell you dudes, just because you come to a country, you don't have any rights. Colombian men always smack around their women. That's their women, bruh. You are not Colombian. You have, bruh, when you come and you cross these borders that you love, Your rights are zero. I've been here for 6 years. I got a permanent visa. Brother, I got rights like that big amount of rights. I ain't really got that many rights. I really don't. Next year, when I get my citizenship, I have all my rights. Right to vote, right for a passport, right for protection, right to an attorney, right for all that stuff, right? Until then, I can't walk around Colombia like I got rights like that. Andre, you still a foreigner, no matter how long you've been here. You're not a citizen yet. Shout out to Kings. King said they just don't want to listen yet. Shout out to Kings. Will Thrill says this. He said, just left Santa Marta. Man, love Santa Marta. Last week, it's a gym. Yes, it is. Dudes sleeping on Santa Marta. They really are. He said, just left Santa Marta last week. It is a gym, and you do not need to use dating apps. That is so true. And there's a lot of sisters there. There are as many beautiful women, and that's where Paula's from there. He said, there are so many beautiful women, and all you have to do is talk. I know the art of talking is not the thing in the States, but in Colombia, it's still a thing. It's still a thing. He said, Dre looking like the loaded Lux. Hashtag, you gonna get this work. That's how I'm feeling tonight, man. Y'all ain't gonna duck and dodge tonight. Y'all gonna hear what I gotta say, because for real, man, it's just uncalled for. Shout out to Theo once again in the building. He said, too many black men think that they are invincible. Abroad, and that they are entitled to a nut. I love how you put that, Theo. We do. Come on, guys. Come. At least I know how to be real with mine. I did get off the plane like I was the shit, like I was invincible. And like he said, I felt like I was entitled to a nut. I thought because I was American and I had money in my pocket, thou shalt boweth before me. I thought Colombian women would bend the knee. Oh, Andre, thy cometh from America, from a land afar, blessing us with thy American dollars. That's how I was thinking. He ain't lying. I know I ain't the only. See, I always got to tell my stories, but y'all never want to tell y'all's. I know I ain't the only one getting off the plane with an American ego, with American dollars in my pocket, and acting like I'm the shit. In other words, Theo is 100% correct, because I did that, and I had to learn the not the hard way, but I had to learn over time being American. And once you finally live here, it ain't all of a big deal, because everything that we got in the States, they got here, and most Colombians don't want to leave their country anyway. So all that thing that you American, you about to rescue somebody. Most Colombian women look at you like, yeah, about that. Theo says, he said, when I tell them no, in other words, telling guys, no, it ain't like that, and that everyone is watching them, they act insulted. Man, they ain't watching us, dog. They see you talking like the white man. You talking like the colonist. You talking like the colonist, Theo. They ain't watching us like that. See, that's racism. See, they ain't watching a white man like that. White man was here before us. He was doing it. Just because somebody was selling drugs before I sold drugs and was pushing weight in the hood before I was pushing weight, that don't mean that him pushing weight was good and me doing it wrong because I got caught. No, both of us destroying the neighborhoods was wrong. Just because you guys come down here to Colombia and you try to come with the American ego, and you got dudes like Theo trying to give you heads up, and y'all be looking at him like, how dare you? We trying to look out like we brothers. So now I see why Angry Man has the Be No Nation. For those of you that watch Angry Man and you hear him talk about the Beano Nation, the Beano t-shirts, Beano memberships, Beano is B-O, wait a minute, B-I-O-N, Beano. Black in name only. B-I-N-O. Black in name only. Sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel like that so many dudes be on fuckery so much they don't give a damn about me being their brother and giving them heads up. I'm just black in name only, for real. Because when we try to look out for each other as brothers, y'all look at us like we crazy and don't know what the fuck we talking about. And so really, in your eyes, I'm your brother in name only. I'm black in name only. So I understand why Angry Man got Beano Nation. And it's a lot of people that have joined Angry Man and his Beano Nation because they feel the same way I do and other guys do. That we black, but it's just in name only. Because y'all really don't want to fuck with us. And we really don't fuck with y'all on that fuckery. He said they act insulted as if a child lost his toy. And that's sad. Shout out from brother from down under. Shout out them Australian brothers in the building. Give that man a hand clap. Give that man a hand clap. He said, hello, Andre. This show is very informative and educational. He said, I'm taking heed to the warning. He said, though Brazil was buck wild, Colombia ain't playing no games. You can still come to these countries, guys. We're not saying everybody. Think about it. 98% of us ain't on what the mayor is talking about. Most of us just come down, have our fun, go back home. Like 90+% of us ain't on. We'll never be on this list. Why am I freezing again? Let me close this out. Maybe it's this one right here that's causing me to. Okay. Most of us are just some good dudes, man. Most guys I meet, good dudes, no issues. But it's always those, all it takes is just one or two to make us all look bad. That's the sad part. It don't take everybody looking bad. He said, shout out to my man Jamar is in the building. Jamar says this. He said, the Diddy situation and this PD, he said the PDF that was just banned from Colombia have made black men the new face of domestic violence. And yep, PDF, I'm going to use that from now on. PDF activity, messing with them kids. Black men. Let that sink in. Black men ain't been the face of anything that dealt with kids since the Atlanta child abductions. For all you dudes that are too young, what was that? 1984, 86, the Atlanta, 85, the Atlanta child abductions. And we still is to this day, a lot of us brothers believe that the brother that they put in jail was not the one that was abducting all those little kids in Atlanta. Many of us still believe that they set that brother up. The investigation was so fast. They threw that brother in jail, in prison so fast. We were like, wait a minute, hold up. Hold up. The evidence didn't point to him at all. And they locked that brother up because he looked nerdy enough to put where they could pull that off. That was the last time black men from the States was the face of PDF. Now, with this going on in the world with Diddy, and then you got the dude being turned around at the airport in Colombia, brothers, we ain't looking good right now. Well, I'm gonna go to another country. You gonna fuck that up too? Dudes that fuck up really think that they can run from their fuckery. I'm gonna say that again. There are dudes out here in the world that actually think that if I run far enough, you can get far enough from yourself. You can't run from you, bruh. You can't run from you. If you ain't right in the States, you can't run and think you're gonna be right in Colombia. You gonna run to Peru You gonna run to Brazil? No, I'm gonna zoom to Thailand. I'm gonna be right there. No, you ain't. You just gonna fuck up Thailand too. Ask the white boys from Europe and Australia, do they still fuck up? They looking bad in Thailand. Bad. There's some cool white boys in Thailand, but from what I'm hearing, it's some white boys out there in Thailand, man, that make it look bad for white boys. Bad. You got white boys in Thailand walking with their heads down because they so ashamed of being white boys because of what the fuckery that the other white dudes be on. Yeah, man. Shout out to Sean once again. Sean says this. He said, Andre, one of these days, you got to hook me up with your friend Paola. Shout out to Paola, man. Paola's in Medellin all the time. She's in Medellin all the time. But here's the part, man, there's 100 Paolas here. There's a lot of women like Paola that are business women. Okay. Did I not marry a Paola? Attractive, check. Businesswoman, check. Spiritual, check. Bilingual, check. Andrea loves to be around black brothers and sisters. That's all she got is black brothers and sisters friend. Paola is black, and all she hang around is black people. Ladylike, check. But yet still sexy, check. I married a Paola without marrying Paola. You see where I'm going with that? There are so many women that are down here that are like Paola, that are like Andrea, that's like Afro-Wahita Maya, that's like Kizzy. Kizzy used to be on YouTube all the time. She's married now to an island brother. Cool brother. I mean, when they first started dating. Now they're married. He came down here, married Kizzy, beautiful Afro-Colombian sister who was on YouTube. I think they still are. There are a lot on Instagram too. So there's a lot of them down here. So there's a lot of, if you don't meet or greet with Paola, there are other Paolas down here. I promise you that, bruh. There's a lot of good women down here. Kings of Dreams says, he said, Paola is my sister. She's good. Be cool. Yeah, she's a good one, man. She really is. Whoever gets her, I think that she's still single. Whoever gets her, man, they gonna win. I know what it's like to be a winner with a winner. And man, whoever gets her, if he do it right, if he don't fuck it up, if she pick a good one, because it's always up to the woman also to pick if she gonna let this brother be a part of her life. She can mess up and get the wrong dude. But if she picked the right one, man, he got him a good one. A good one. Cause she one of them that ain't going nowhere. She ain't throwing a coochie out there to everybody. That's one of them. She one of them. Once you got her, you got her. Shout out to my man Will once again. He said, Dre, Colombian women were speaking to me in English. Yeah. I mean, listen. One of the reasons why my Spanish is so trash because everybody want to use their English on me. Like I said, I went out salsa dancing last night. I ran across at least 7 women that were speaking English. And especially the one I danced with from Bogota. If you meet a woman from Bogota, man, it's a 50-60 chance. I'm going to say this again. It's a 40-60 chance, 40-60 chance that she knows English, or at least a conversational level of English. Bogota is very, very English forward. And the schools right now in Colombia, that's all they're teaching right now is kids from high school on down. From high school, man, this next generation, our kids, fluent in English. Fluent in English. These kids are so fluent. Man, listen, I listen to Andrea's nieces now. I've been listening to them for 4 years speaking Spanish. Because they've been studying English for 2.5 years, I'm looking at these young people that are in their teens now as if I'm hearing their voices for the first time because they are so fluent in English. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. These kids didn't know any English. They have managed to learn English, and my Spanish is still trash. Get it together, Andre. said, I've been telling mine and opening. He said, and I'm growing up. He said, I'm opening up more. Jay said, I've been telling mine and I'm opening up more. Let me know what you mean about that, Jay. Shout out to you, brother. So we already looked at the Diddy video. We already just read the headline of the article of the brother that's in Medellin. And I think I even had that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. I think I got the picture. Save picture. Screenshot. Let us see. That's downloads. That is pictures. There we go. Screenshots. No items there. No items there. Saved. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to clean my computer out. I see that now. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm going through this tomfoolery. But we've already looked at the video and looked at the article of the gentleman that was turned away. He is not going to be the last one. I'll say that again. He is not going to be the last one. James says, he said, I've been operating more. He said, I've been opening up more about my person. I noticed that yesterday, Jay, in your live stream yesterday. That's one of the things that impressed me yesterday. Very encouraging video. Like I said, when you guys get a chance tonight, if you're working third shift, watch Kings and Dreams reaction video to the Diddy Cassie video. Really, really good insight into the mindset of us brothers and some of the things that we need to do to moving forward to be more positive men of color. Really good video. I'm about to head up out of here, guys. I know some of you guys got to get up for work in the morning. It's 11:41 Eastern. That is 10:41 Central here in Colombia. And I will see you guys. I'm glad that you guys are here. Appreciate you guys. He says, don't get it twisted. They're a good child in the state. Devil is a lie. Shout out to you brothers being here, man. I appreciate you guys here. Yes, we're going to have the dancers. I think I just already showed the red dancers, but let's see which other one I'm going to show tonight to close the show out. I'm actually got to create some new ones too. Let's see. Let's see which one I'm going to show. Because we got 4 of them. Oh, we can always go with the new one, the latest one. I'm gonna bring that beat back, guys. I'm gonna bring that back to the beginning, since I had all the stuff in the way. So let's bring it back to the beginning.